Welcome to the Kent Battle of Britain Museum at Hawkinge. Today is Friday the 3rd of January 2025, so Happy New Year to everybody that's watching this. This we used to call the Wall of Honour. It used to have about 800 autographs of Battle of Britain pilots and aircrew, known as the Few. Unfortunately, with lack of space, they're temporarily going to come off show. We are leaving some of the signed first aid covers for a bit of colour and stuff at the moment. That may change, but this wall we're now going to convert for the 85th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, which of course is this summer. We're putting on display a lot of our collection recently acquired over the last couple of years of Battle of Britain pilots and aircrews, logbooks, medal groups, personal effects. So this wall will be a very nice display of very important medal groups. We've just acquired 6 sets from a collection in New Zealand that will be arriving in February. They'll be included in this. But we've got some very famous airmen. We've got items relating to, from Johnny Johnson to Pete Brothers. One of my holy grail items was Pete Brothers' scarf that was famous in all the Fox photos. I spoke to his daughter a couple of years ago when we were doing the Spirit of the Few monument outside on the grass. And it turned out she still had. So this is the actual scarf. It's a lady's scarf, I think given to him by his fiancée and later his wife. As a lucky charm, he wore it around his neck through the Battle of Britain. As some of you will know, they tend to wear silk scarves around their necks of their uniforms because they were quite abrasive and the silk made it quite smooth. So when they were fewing around looking for any of the aircraft, they didn't chafe their necks. There's items relating to pilots that were killed. So we've got Schwinn's brevet, his wings that were taken at the time from his body, and a photograph given to a previous museum that had this from his widow, who was later remarried. Dick Ronell was one of the test pilots for Hawker, was killed on the 7th of September 1940. There's some photographs given to us by his family. Crossman was sadly killed in the Battle of Britain, and we've got items again donated from Australia commemorating him, so they're going on show. Ted Thorne, who was with Edward Barker, the top scoring Defiant crew of the Battle of Britain in the Second World War, shoot down 13 aircraft between the two of them. We were very fortunate to be donated his logbooks, which will be coming on show here shortly, with his medal groups, a Czech pilot's badge that was donated or given to him in 1942. We've got the letters from there to go on display, and even a small fragment of his aircraft. When they were shooting down some aircraft on the 26th of August, they shot down some Dornier 17s, and they were actually in a dogfight with the Messerschmitt 109. They were on fire, but the return fire from Thorne and Barker's Defiant shot the aircraft down with Merston 56 Squadron. He was shot down and crashed a few fields away, but they force landed the Defiant at Marshside near Chislett. The Defiant was on fire. They ran away from the aircraft, and that's when Barker realised he left his teddy bear in the turret. So he ran back trying to save it. He unfortunately couldn't, and the aircraft burnt out on the surface. But this is one of the fragments of molten aluminium found at the site where the Defiant burnt out. Constantines, we recently acquired these from a collection in New Zealand. They arrived just before Christmas. So again, we've got his logbooks, his RAF Battle of Britain Association tie with his medals, full-size medals, miniature medals, and a pair of goggles he wore in the Battle of Britain, so that will be coming in here. Raymond Poodle was a good friend of the museum, and Tom Dozel, who runs the Free Czech Air Force Fighter Association in this country, and we spoke to some of his family, and they were donated a couple of years ago, so we've got all his logbooks and some of his personal effects going on display here. I've got to make some shelves to hold the different logbooks for different collections here. And then we've also got the commanding officer of 92 Squadron was Philip Sanders, and again his family recently donated his medals, brevets, commission paper. Unusually, Edward VIII is one of 2 Edward VIII commission papers we hold in the museum. His personal effects on display there. And then the family of Michael Holman was killed on the 27th of September 1940. One of his families donated the medals. The original medals were lost, believed to be stolen, but the family then required from the RAF kindly supplied a second set, and this is the second set that's on display here. That's a brief description of what's going on here. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle without a plan, so I have to work out with the size of displays where everything goes. So a lot of these things may change when you visit the museum. We open on the 5th of April for the season, so all this will be on show, but it may move just to fit everything in space. I've still got to write some of the captions, so it's a case of big juggling act, but this is a major new display for the 85th anniversary this summer. So thank you for joining us. We hope you can come and visit the museum. We're open from the 5th of April. The shop and the tea bar are open on Fridays and Saturdays during the winter months, so come and visit us if you wish. Shop has got massive collection of Battle of Britain books, die-cast models, plastic kits, etc. if you do want to visit. But otherwise, come and see us from the 5th of April, and you'll be able to see this as well as many other displays that are being prepared over this winter close down. Thank you.